And the reason for that is people from African countries living in Europe are actually hit hardest by discrimination, no matter which area we are talking about, if it's hate crimes, education, or employment. The Pan-African Movement for Justice, we work a lot with discrimination towards Afro-Swedes. We work on national level, EU level, and lately we have also started building alliances with the US actually. So when we discuss discrimination in employment, there are two very important actions we have to consider and take. One of them is affirmative actions for immigrants and Afro-Swedes. And in order to take affirmative actions, we need to have data. We need to have equality data, just like we have gender data today. The problem with collecting equality data in Sweden or many other European member countries is that it's forbidden. It's forbidden to collect data depending on race, but there are also ways to work around that. You can actually collect data based on skin color, ethnicity. If you have 3 different criteria that you have to pass, it has to be anonymous, it has to be voluntarily, and also self-identification. And equality data is a very important tool because there's no effective way to plan an action towards discrimination if you don't know the size of the discrimination. And for example, in Sweden we have gender equality data, and the government requires that the government institution hires 40% women, for example. But we need the government to do the same for Afro-Swedes and immigrants. And the problem is, my experience with discrimination in Sweden is that it's even worse to actually find a job in the private sector than it is in the government sector. And for the private sector to actually change and move forward, the government institution has to be first to take these actions. Yeah, that was actually most what I wanted to say, that it's very important to focus on Afro people from African countries, because we have to separate discrimination and discrimination, because we are actually at the bottom, no matter what we talk about. For example, in Sweden, we are less than 2% working in head, what do you call it? Like boss.
Management.
Exactly, thank you. And the numbers actually doesn't change a lot, even if you are educated or not. You're not guaranteed a job, even if you have a university degree. We have studies that have shown that there's only 30% of African males who actually get a job within their university degree. And that's very disturbing. So we really have to remember to focus on affirmative actions and equality data when it comes to discrimination. Thank you.